Jada, why you the bun on my house? Ooh, girl, burn! Burn, baby, burn!
And there's grilled onions, so it's probably that too.
Alright, so this camera's not doing good lighting to this, but this is grilled pineapple, grilled chicken, and what else? Grilled onions?
Grilled onions with Frank's Red Hot mayo, lettuce, tomato, and some Marie Sharp.
And what does the fair Colin have to say about this?
It's a hit.
What you doing, boo? Huh? What you doing? Putting back on my dash? I'm just out here with Joe cleaning up the Tahoe, guys. You ready to see when it expire?
It's okay, yeah.
No, they have one that's older.
That's all you want.
No, they did. Because
You already took it. I don't know why I'm reading it. It's over. Whatever happens, happens now.
okay, this expired February 2017, so that's good. The other one expired like 2015.
It's fine.
No, it's not gonna kill you, but it has no kind of strength.
Oh, okay.
We want if he takes it, he has relief.
Pills can't hurt you. They're not ghosts.
So he's having sinus problems right now. You guys, can you see Joe right here? He's got a migraine due to sinus problems. So he took ibuprofen and we're sitting.
You're welcome.
You going home, Colleen?
Yeah, I gotta get ready for work and do work.
Okay. Thank you guys for not bumping my camera. You guys are amazing.
We're getting
You're
better.
welcome.
Thank you. Always a pleasure. Thank you.
He's bowing like he's bowing to Buddha. I'm gonna tell your mama, you know you're a PK.
Don't tell his mama nothing.
We don't need to upset her.
He didn't bow, he did this. Thank you. Thank you.
We don't need to give her any false info.
I know how
upset. She's already pissed.
You know she watches my vlogs. You're gonna get in trouble. Hi, Leah. Hi, Mom. Yeah, Joe's having a sinus-related headache. He promised me we were going to go to the fair because the Fontana Fair started today, but this is the life of a person that suffers with migraines. Do you know anyone that suffers with migraines? I guess I didn't realize how much of happiness Joe misses out on when he gets these migraines due to the sinuses and stuff like that, because he really has it in his heart, you know, to do certain things with us ever since the kids were even little, and he would be on the couch like this half the time, you know. So it's really hard, and as somebody that is married to somebody who suffers migraines, you have to be supportive. Sometimes I may lose a little bit of patience, like, oh God, you know, we were supposed to go here today, but now we can't do it because he's got a migraine again. But then that's kind of selfish, right? So he took the ibuprofen. He tries not to have to take, you know, pain pills, but if it's really bad, then he has to take it. And I told him to take some ibuprofen today, not because of the fair. We could skip out on the fair, you know, if we don't have to, if we can't go today, because it's gonna be for 4 days. But I like to go opening day because it's free.
Sorry, vlog.
You guys hear my alarm, right? That's my alarm. Y'all don't know it.
That?
The door.
Oh.
Joshua never wants that in the oil. So it's, you know, it's coming back to, you know, living with a person who has migraines. I could just imagine, you know, for the person who has the migraines, how much they're suffering, right? So for me, when I had the dizziness or the vertigo, Joe was there for me 1,000%. Joe never lost patience with me when I was dizzy. He took care of me that first 4 months when I couldn't even use the bathroom by myself or shower by myself. And then the next, 18, 19 months when, you know, the dizziness would come on because I did that, you know, look that way and it would come on. He was there for me. And I think Joe is a wonderful, wonderful caregiver. And so is Jada. I suck as a caregiver. I really do. I care if somebody is ill and I'll pray and I'll even check in and say, hey, how's it going? But I don't know, like, to be that hands-on person, to give the care, I really suck at it. I mean, I've done it in the past because I've had to, you know, when mommy was sick, whatever. But I think I suck at it. I don't think it comes to me naturally. I think certain things come to certain people naturally, and I just don't think that's one of them that comes to me naturally. But hey, you know, how else are you gonna change your flaws unless you address them, right? So another thing that's hard to live with is somebody who's hearing impaired, because Joe looks to me for a lot of translation, so to speak. Like for instance, like Joy was talking to me yesterday at the counter, or maybe it was Josh, I forget which one of the boys. And it's very hard for Joe to understand the boys because they talk so deep that it sounds muffled to him. And Jory told me something that wasn't, the thing wasn't important. Whatever he told me was not important. And Joe turned around from the desk and he goes, huh? And Jory ran because he's like, I don't want to have to go through all of that again because it's not even important. And so Joe looked at me, Joe looked at me, and I looked at him like, what? And he goes, you guys are so mean to me because you know that I couldn't hear him. And I said, but it's not important. Whatever he just said was not of any importance at all. You know, he was just talking to me. And then he kind of looked at me like he felt left out, you know, and then it really got in my spirit that, you know, even though it was not important, then you know that still doesn't negate the fact that he felt left out. So I had to tell him the story again, what it was. And it was a stupid thing. He was like, oh, okay. When he heard it, he was like, okay, whatever. But it's not an easy task living with somebody who's hearing impaired. And I don't think I pay much attention to it until somebody will ask, like, well, how do you cope with the fact that he's hearing impaired? And I'm like, yeah, I never thought about that. I just translate. You know, so like if we go to parties, Joe tends to cling close to me because of the fact that if people talk to him, he'll look to me for me to tell him what's being said. That's fine, you know, that doesn't bother me. But in the church that we used to attend, there were a few of the elders there that I could not tolerate because they will ask Joe a question. And if I know the answer to the question and I'm standing right next to him, I will speak up and answer the question for Joe. Because if Joe hears that I'm saying it wrong, he'll correct me. And so they'll say, like for instance, they like to come to him because they want him to belong to their auxiliary, right? And they'll say, Brother Joe, the men's blah 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 auxiliary meets Monday nights at 7 o'clock. We'd like you to be there. And Joel will say, huh? Well, part of that huh is because he didn't hear some of what's said, but part of that huh is him trying to buy time to get out of going to that meeting. And so I'll stand and watch him like, what do you want me to do? And then Joel look at me like, answer him. And I'll say, oh, Elder so-and-so, we will let you know about that because, you know, we have to work. We own our own business, and sometimes we do have to work late, and we don't know from time to time, you know, what time Joe will be available. That's especially when we had the shop. And the elder will get pissed at me, and he'll look at me like I spoke to him. And then by then, there's a hot flash that gets in my ears, like right here, because I want Joe to open his mouth then and go, she speaks for me, you know. And then Joe doesn't do that. You know, and I'm like, I'm going to stop doing that for you and getting you out of these binds because you never stick up for me and say she speaks for me, because I get hot right now if somebody tries to shut Joe down when he's speaking for me. I'm like, he speaks for me. Pretty bad, you going to go check?
What?
You going to go check on the car? Joe won the bid on a Blazer, and it's a beautiful Blazer. But the seller, I guess, had a price in mind that he wanted. So he has the right to tell the auction if he doesn't want to let it go for that price or not. So we've been waiting in limbo all day. It's 4:30 right now. I guess they have 24 hours to do this. Normally they like to get back in touch with you by now. So I'm hoping that he'll go and see that we won it, because I think that Blazer will sell quickly. By the way, I have my Tahoe up for sale too. But the only reason that I would be selling my Tahoe is because I want a nest egg. I'm tired of not having a nest egg doing this business, guys. We're buying the cars and we're flipping them in time to pay the bills, but just barely. And I'm tired of living like that. So I told Joe I would forfeit my Tahoe to just have the peace of mind that I need to have to sleep at night. And that goes back to what I told you guys on the last vlog. Sometimes God will ask you for something you don't want to give up. It's not something that you don't have. It's something that you don't want to give up. Like I have a guitar in here that's valuable, and I don't want to give that up. I don't want to have to pawn that, sell that, whatever, and give that up to have a nest egg. I'd rather get rid of the Tahoe Because think about it, I can drive the cars that I'm selling until they sell, and then I'm left without a car 1 or 2 days until I get another car. And we can use the car Joshua has, whatever car he'll have, because we'll sell that car too. We don't play. We'll sell anything that moves, except for Jory's truck. He doesn't want to sell that. Any news, babe? You're just logging in? So did you guys like the last vlog? I think I really put it together nicely. Miss Aldonia was the one that told me that I'm getting better and better at editing the vlog since she started to watch, and I think she's been watching since day one. And yeah, I'm getting better and better at editing them, and I'm getting better and better at getting different angles that make you guys feel like you're here with me. And I want to do some fun things this summer, but it takes money. I want to go on the TMZ tour. Me and my sister were talking about that yesterday. I think it's like $50 a head to go on the TMZ tour. I don't know where you catch it. I don't know where you park to go catch it. That's why I'm involving my sister, because she knows all about parking and stuff. And we could go on the tour and film, you know, there I go film. I'm talking like a vlogger, and record and show you guys what we see on the TMZ tour. Wouldn't that be cool? So I'd like to do that. I want to go to the beach for sure. I want to go to the lake. And I just really want to enjoy this summer, because last summer sucked. Because we had just lost my mom, and it just felt like you shouldn't enjoy anything in life. So in 6 more days, it'll be the 1-year anniversary. I got to get with my sister to see if we have anything planned. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, let me go see what's going to unfold for this afternoon. Boy, oh boy, I sure would not like to have Anderson Cooper as a friend. He's supposed to be very good friends with Kathy Griffin, and the minute the shit hit the fan and he thought he was going to lose some of his sponsors from CNN or whatever, instead of saying, oh, you know, she's my friend and she went a little bit too far and, you know, maybe she shouldn't have gone that far, he'll say, oh, I'm appalled at what she did, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what? If I had a friend that did that to me and didn't have my back when I supposedly messed up, he could move on. I have a saying that I say right here in my family. With friends like that, who needs enemas? And not enemies, enemas. I did not make a mistake, okay? So I have a lot of friends like that. And I say that about them. With friends like that, who needs enemas? I feel like this spot right here by the gym is a fire hazard. They may end up doing a controlled burn here or something.
They're chopping down.
Yeah, but that still is so dry. See, right where the gym jam is. Pancho Villas. We're headed to the fair. Yes, it is in walking distance. So it's already kind of chilly, and we wanted to wait for the sun to go down. So yes, the sun is down. We're gonna get there, see what we can see, and come right back home. That's how we roll. And then maybe we'll go back Saturday again after the parade. But let's see if it's free tonight, guys. See the fair over there? Let Joe move his big head out the way. See the fair? It's the 104th Fontana Days. We've been to how many, Joe? About 21?
Who?
Fontana Days?
Me?
We started to come when Jada was 3. She's 21. So 17 or 18.
You miss a lot.
We don't come to everyone, but we started coming 18 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Jada's also the one that introduces me to people, because believe it or not, I don't make friends very easily. Like when I'm out in public, I'll smile at you nicely, and if you talk to me, I'll talk back at you nicely, but I don't initiate that contact. I don't know why, because you see, I have the gift of gab. I gotta change that about me.
Yep.
Look who to talk.
Yep.
He don't talk to nobody.
Oh, I talk to people.
So it's $1 to get in, guys. Popo.
Oh, la tele.
So this was a lot of fun, guys. I'm glad I came, but I don't know that I'll come back Saturday. I'll go watch the parade, but the only purpose for me coming back to this fair on Saturday is if I want to eat something there, and I don't. So, no, the hell. You know they come back here? Where Sharon, where I say, on the talk, Sharon Osborne, bloody hell. So anyways, off to home. I hope you guys enjoyed the sights so far. You guys can see us, right? Yeah. Sandra, every time I do that type of stuff with the camera, I think about you. I'm doing it for you because I know you enjoy that kind of angle. Pretty soon we're gonna be in the dark after we leave the park. So the stupid seller still did not release my bid and did not approve my bid yet. So let's see what happens tomorrow. We're gonna run from now. We made it home safely, guys. You know, in the editing, I'm gonna have to lighten all this stuff up so you can see.
When the red button is on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys, see, I'm doing it. Ready. He doesn't want to go back on the boat. Splash.
What's the splash?
Yeah.